Hey Vikings faithful, Skull Nation, what's good? Welcome back to the channel where we bleed purple and gold. And today, we're diving into some juicy Vikings news that's got me fired up. Picture this. A team that's not afraid to roll the dice on talent, even when the injury bug's been biting. That's right. Our Minnesota Vikings are making waves in free agency, and it's all thanks to a secret weapon that's giving us an edge over the rest of the NFL. Teaser alert. It's not just about the players. It's about the wizards behind the scenes keeping them on the field. Curious yet? Let's jump into the heart of this Vikings saga and unpack how our front office is playing chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers. First off, let's set the stage. Free agency isn't just a talent grab, it's a high-stakes game of strategy. Teams are juggling contracts, scheme fits, and player health, which can be a total wild card. But here's where the Vikings shine. We've got a knack for spotting diamonds in the rough, especially guys coming off injuries. General Manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah is like a market whisperer, finding value where others see risk. And who's backing him up? None other than head coach Kevin O'Connell, who's singing praises about one group that's turning heads league-wide. This isn't just about signing big names. It's about building a roster that can go the distance. So what's the big secret? It's our training staff, folks. O'Connell can't stop raving about them, and for good reason. These guys are world-class, and they're the backbone of our plan to turn injury risks into game-changers. Think about it. Last year, we took chances on players like Andrew Van Ginkel and Aaron Jones, both coming off setbacks. Van Ginkel had a foot injury, Jones was banged up, and what happened? They balled out. Van Ginkel earned second-team All-Pro honors, and Jones played all 17 games. That's not luck. That's a training staff that knows how to get players back in fighting shape. How do you think they pull it off? Drop your guesses in the comments. Now, let's zoom in on the strategy. O'Connell spilled the beans on how this all works, and it's pure gold. He's talking about a year-round plan, Tyler and the medical team, Joe in strength and conditioning, Ben in nutrition, all collaborating like a well-oiled machine. They're not just patching guys up. They're maximizing every single one of our 17 game opportunities. It's a full-on effort to keep the roster firing on all cylinders. And get this, according to the NFLPA survey, our training staff is ranked second best in the league. That's not just a stat. It's a flex. What do you think makes them so elite? Let me know below. Take Jonathan Allen, for example. This dude tore his pec. Ouch, right? Most teams would have written him off, but not us. Our docs and trainers mapped out his recovery like it was a military operation. They asked, what's the injury? What's the timeline? How do we get him back to beast mode? And guess what? Allen didn't just return. He dominated when he hit the field again. That's the Vikings way. Treating every injury like its own puzzle, not some one-size-fits-all problem. It's risky, sure, but when it pays off, it's pure magic. Who else do you think could thrive under this approach? Let's rewind to 2023 for a sec. Andrew Van Ginkel's foot was a mess, and Aaron Jones was battling his own demons. Other teams might have passed, but Kwesi saw the potential. With our training staff in their corner, these guys didn't just recover, they became cornerstones. Van Ginkel's All-Pro nod wasn't a fluke. It was proof our system works. Jones grinding through a full season? That's grit meets genius. The Vikings are betting big that this formula can keep working, and I'm here for it. What's your take? Genius move or too risky? Fast forward to this offseason, and we're doubling down. Enter Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave, two studs with injury histories that'd scare off lesser teams. Allen's pec tear and Hargrave's bumps and bruises? No problem for our crew. The hope is they'll follow in Van Ginkel and Jones' footsteps. Full seasons, big impacts. Our training staff's track record says they can do it, but it's still a gamble. Imagine these guys anchoring our D-line all year. How unstoppable would that be? What do you think their ceiling is with us? Here's where it gets nerdy but awesome. O'Connell's all about the details, return-to-play timelines, injury analysis, the works. He's not just throwing darts blindfolded. He's got a playbook for every scenario. For Allen, it was about getting him back mid-season and still crushing it. For Hargrave, it's about keeping him fresh for the long haul. This isn't slapdash, it's calculated. And with players like Marquis and Dan sticking around, the continuity's there. How much do you trust this process, fam? The NFLPA survey isn't lying. Second best training staff in the game. That's not just hype. It's a lifeline for a team taking these kinds of swings. When you're signing guys with injury red flags, you need the best in the biz to back you up. Tyler, Joe, Ben. They're the unsung heroes making sure our stars shine. It's a collaborative vibe that O'Connell thrives on, and it's why I'm pumped for 2025. What other team do you think could pull this off? Let's talk big picture. This isn't about one player or one season. It's about building a dynasty. The Vikings are using the compensatory formula like a cheat code, snagging talent other teams overlook. Injured players are our market edge, and our training staff is the ace up our sleeve. It's bold, it's gutsy, and it's so Vikings. Are we on to something huge here? Or is it a house of cards waiting to fall? Hit me with your thoughts. Now picture this. Allen and Hargrave healthy, Van Ginkel and Jones still rolling, all thanks to our training wizards. That's a roster that could shake the NFC North. But here's the suspense. Will it hold up? Every injury's a roll of the dice, and we're betting on our staff to keep the hot streak alive. What's the one injury recovery you're most hyped to see this year? Let's debate it. O'Connell's long-winded, sure, but he's dropping truth bombs. He's got faith in this crew to handle anything. Torn pecs, busted feet, you name it. The key? Treating each case like its own story, not some blanket fix. That's why guys like Allen come back swinging and Jones plays every snap. There's a vibe shift. Less fear, more fight. How do you see this playing out in the trenches? Let's circle back to the fans, you and me. We've seen the Vikings take risks before, but this feels different. With a top-tier training staff, we're not just hoping, we're planning. Allen, Hargrave, Van Ginkel, Jones, they're not question marks. They're exclamation points waiting to happen. What's your gut telling you about this crew for 2025? Spill it. The suspense is killing me, and I know you feel it too. Can our training staff keep pulling rabbits out of hats? Will Allen and Hargrave be the next success stories? We're on the edge of something epic, or a wild ride that could crash and burn. Either way, I'm all in, Skull Nation. What's your bold prediction for this strategy? Alright, Vikings fam, that's the scoop. Our training staff's turning injury risks into gold, and I'm buzzing for what's next. If you're as hyped as I am, smash that like button, drop your hot takes in the comments, and subscribe for more Vikings news straight from the heart of a diehard fan. Share this with your crew. Let's get the whole Skull Nation talking. Until next time, keep the faith and let's ride this purple wave together. Skull.